Launch sequence complete. Orbit is stable. All systems normal. And we are go in 3, 2, 1.
Hello, I'm Jim Reed Anderson, Six Flags Chairman, President, and CEO. When I told my team I wanted to give our guests the best possible view of the incredible thrill we have in store for 2019, they decided there was only one way to launch our new season. They told me to pack for cold weather, but I certainly wasn't expecting 300 degrees below zero. So here I am, all dressed up, with nowhere to go but down. You never know who you're going to meet in space. I must admit, this view is simply spectacular. I can see all of our parks from here, and I can tell you that something new and incredibly exciting is coming to each and every one of them. But making Six Flags better is really only one part of our job. In 2019, we're making Six Flags even bigger. That's right, we're going even bigger with 5 new parks. Hello, Houston. You will love the fun and energy of Wet n Wild Splashdown, Houston's largest water park. And what better place for a refreshing blast of H2O than Wet n Wild Phoenix, the largest water park in Arizona. We're so happy to welcome our guests to Frontier City and Whitewater Bay in Oklahoma City. And we're proud and excited to add the Six Flags name to Darien Lake near Buffalo, New York. It's a simply spectacular 1,000-acre resort with exciting theme park, a great water park, and a beautiful hotel. Around, and believe it or not, a 21,000-seat amphitheater. Okay, can I please come in now? Houston, we have a problem. A nice hot cup of tea would be very welcome right now. Hal, open the door. We continue to invest in a guest experience that's absolutely second to none. That's our commitment to you. Something new and exciting in every park, every year. At Six Flags, innovation and thrills is in our DNA. And I can tell you, when it comes to world-class thrills, Six Flags is ready to go, where no theme park has gone before.
Thanks, Jim. Looks like Six Flags is ramping up the screams in 2019.
In space, they can't hear you scream.
Well, here on Earth, the screams will be loud and clear as Six Flags Magic Mountain launches its 20th coaster, West Coast Racers, the world's first quadruple-launch twin-lap racing coaster with 4 high-speed launches, side-by-side airtime hills, and a one-of-a-kind immersive pit stop, all created by the world-famous car design team at West Coast Customs. Six Flags Great Adventure introduces DC's Wonder Woman Lasso of Truth, the world's tallest pendulum ride. You'll plummet 17 stories at speeds up to 75 miles an hour. At Six Flags Great America, get ready for Max Force.
May the Force be with you.
Breaking 3 records, it's the tallest, fastest air launch coaster in America. Go from 0 to 78 miles an hour in under 2 seconds with the world's fastest 60-mile-an-hour zero-G corkscrew roll and the world's highest double inversion. In times of chaos and injustice, the world needs a superhero. Six Flags Discovery Kingdom introduces DC's Batman, the ride, with 2 beyond 90-degree drops, 360-degree flips, and unpredictable inversions. At Darien Lake, guests will be taking flight on the new Six Flags Sky Screamer, a 24-story sky-high adventure that soars through the clouds and a view that goes on forever. Six Flags America introduces Firebird, smoother, faster, with new floorless trains. Soar through half a mile of twisting track, dive 9 stories, and spiral through 2 inversions. Coming to Six Flags Fiesta, Texas, now open year-round. DC's The Joker, the world's tallest pendulum ride at 17 stories with speeds of 75 miles an hour. Six Flags Mexico presents 2 new kids areas, DC Super Friends and Bugs Bunny Boomtown, with 13 rides. Thrills for the entire family. Hurricane Harbor in Wastupek unleashes the new King Cobra. Riders will plummet and splash through twists and turns, coming face to face with a massive King Cobra. Six Flags Over Texas debuts 360 degrees of pulse-pounding excitement. Lone Star Revolution, the world's tallest loop coaster. Go forward, go backward, go face to face with 6 inversions and record hang time. Six Flags New England launches the new DC Cyborg, a totally unique, multi-dimensional thrill ride that will spin you into the future. The Great Escape will be bigger, better, wetter than ever with a new Bucket Blaster, a splash and spray sensation that's as much a thrill as it is a chill. At Frontier City, the wildest kiddie rides in the West are coming to the new Timber Town with 3 new attractions. Six Flags Over Georgia will be going wild on the new Pandemonium. Soar through the skies at 70 miles an hour and plummet 15 stories again and again. At Luron, it's Chaos, a 7-story loop coaster, 360 degrees of high-speed inversions and record hang time. Guests at Six Flags St. Louis will be taking flight on DC's Supergirl Sky Flyer. Soar through high-speed spins nearly 7 stories in the air. This fall, it's the biggest and scariest Fright Fest ever. And celebrate the season with Holiday in the Park, now at 13 parks.
Ho, ho, ho!
Well, that's it from planet Earth, where Six Flags is getting ready to go big in 2019. Back to you, Jim. Jim? Earth to Jim. Come in, Jim. Jim.
Welcome to the moon. I can tell you for sure that it's not made of cheese, and there's not a decent hotel in sight. We've come here to plant not just 1 flag, but 6 flags, all in the name of world-class thrills. So make your plans to see what's new for 2019 at the thrill capital of the universe. My pledge to you is that no frontier is too far, no challenge too great in our quest to deliver a theme park experience that's absolutely out of this world. This is Jim Reed Anderson, Chairman, President, and CEO of Six Flags, signing off. I look forward to seeing you at a Six Flags park very soon. E.T. phone home.
What's up? Giggles in the house. We're ready to rock out. Today was like close to Christmas out there and out in the roller coaster world. And so we're gonna break down everything that happened. We're going to so we'll talk about Six Flags. We'll talk about Carowinds. We'll talk about the stuff that was going on with Lake Compounces. We'll talk about we stopped by the park today. Can I help you?
How was your day?
Good. See you later. Goodbye.
I'm okay.
Okay, have a hug. Now go away. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
Have fun. Go take a shower.
Go to bed.
Yeah, go to bed, take a shower, have fun. Yeah, he came with me because Devin was a wussy and didn't want to go anywhere. He was a wuss. He was a fuzzy wuzzy, was a woman. What's up, Coaster Box? What's up, John? What's up, Luco? What's up, Lindsay? What's up, Theme Park? What's up, Coaster Kev? What's up, Theme Park? New England, I think I said that already. I don't know if I did. My brain is not all there, I guess. My brain is like half asleep. What I'm doing is I'm bringing up the new for 2019 so we can just go over everything. And hopefully we don't start the thing again. Hoping. And we'll just stop that. Anyway, so what I'm doing is I'm bringing that up. We'll also play the video from Carowinds because I'll watch it along with you because I briefly watched the live stream while I was at the park, and I didn't really like focus. I just wanted to see what it was, and that's what I did. So we'll talk about that. I do have some like compounds, like news, rumors, things when I talk to the park, and it's stuff I can talk about. It's not anything like there's nothing set in stone, but there's some things to get out and about. We'll go over some news, and then we'll talk about some upcoming stuff that's going on, and see what's going on. And we'll go from there. So if anybody's let's see, Cyborg's going in the Hall of Justice, and we'll get into that in a little bit. Yeah, that's kind of okay. All right, so let's get through the news. There's not a lot of news. It's just some certain stuff that I saw that I was like, ooh, maybe I should talk about this. And then, because the meat and potatoes is the Six Flags stuff, because I want to ask everybody what their opinions are, what they think. Who do you think the winners and losers are of Six Flags announcements? We'll go, and no, Kryptonite Collider's not leaving. Yeah, I don't know how many of you remember Zach that was running SFNEOnline, helping us run. He's messaging me about the stuff, about today's stuff. So anyway, so let's break down the news. Let's get out of it, and then we'll get into the other stuff. Because like I said, I want to know what you guys think about all the Six Flags attractions. We're gonna break down some stuff that I learned from the park today, and like compounds and stuff like that. Some upcoming stuff that you guys, might want to know about. Events, especially ones that I'm going to because they're cool. Maybe it's something that you were thinking about on the fence. I don't know. But anyway, so let's get into this. So I wanted to start with Star Wars Galaxy that everybody knows that's open up at Disneyland, Disney World next year. There's a problem that they have right now. And it's going to be a very low capacity ride. There's 6 seats inside each pod, 7 pods, and then when you do the math, it comes out to 840 riders per hour. So just expect long lines. But the problem is, for this ride to work, everybody has a job. Everybody has to work together. They've been bringing people in, like a group of friends and then a group of randoms to try out what this ride is. And when they do it, they find that they're having problems with people actually cooperating, and it's frustrating more than entertaining. So they're trying to work out those kinks on it. I guess more people, randoms, people just want to fight over and just do whatever they want to do. And then depending upon what you do with your crew, you can have different endings. And it sounds cool. So I don't know why people just wouldn't want to work together. It kind of reminds me of like Mission Space. Each seat has a mission. Each seat does a thing. You just sit in a seat and you do it. Is that what society's come from? It's all for me and I don't care about you kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with society. So that's kind of an alarming thing. So not only are you going to have long wait times, you may have a horrible experience because people are ignorant and they're jerks and they're stupid. All right, so the next thing was Canada's Wonderland. They announced that they're getting a hotel for the 2020 season, and it's a Hyatt affiliate. So that's going to be it, which will be good. I'm all for when they put hotels at parks, and hopefully that they do this. It'll help, down the road, like, I want to go to Canada's Wonderland. Hopefully they don't, like, rape you with the cost, and it's extremely expensive, and then people are like, nah, you know, you got to have a balance. You don't want it too cheap, but you don't want it too expensive. Yeah, I mean, and I don't know how this generation got that way, and I'm not saying everybody. I mean, there's even people my age, people older, people younger. Something happened along the way, and I don't know what it was, because I don't know how young some of you guys are, guys and girls. How many of you remember what happened when 9/11 happened? Everybody was like, oh, I'm about everybody. People didn't want to work long hours. They wanted to have family time, be together. And then all of a sudden, something happened. And it was probably like the smartphones and stuff like that. Technology really killed the human psyche, because people went from actually like hanging out, talking. Nobody had these stupid things in their hands, you know. Everybody was like out having fun and whatever. And now everybody's going, you know. And I think that's part of the problem. And now you just see all these people that are just, something happened. Something triggered something, I would say, within the last 10 years. And all of a sudden, I don't know what's going on. So now you're going to have a problem with a ride because people don't want to communicate. People don't know how to communicate in real life. If you're behind a computer screen, you can talk all that trash you want. You can become a keyboard warrior, and you have like this, what do you call it? You know, you can be, you know, all that confidence that you can need. And I don't know. People today, I don't understand it. All right, so Walt Disney World, for those that are the workers, because this has been like a big thing in the news, and there's been a battle between the unions and Disney. So Disney agreed by 2021, the deal gets the workers to $15 per hour. So expect the prices of Disney across the board to keep continuing to go up. You know, to help pay the cost of the wages. That's the only way that's going to happen. So, Kentucky Kingdom, people are stupid, and it's going to ruin it for everybody else. A woman, unfortunately, got hit in the face with something that fell from T3, you know, whatever it was, a loose article from someone, hit him in the face, and they had to go to the hospital and all that other stuff. So that's another case of people not properly storing their cell phones or whatever in their pockets, and now they're falling off. I'm telling you that it's coming, and it's coming soon, because when I was at Six Flags in New England today, which was not busy at all, everything was just about a walk on, and it was beautiful. The wave pool was, the water park wasn't full, like not everything was open. Obviously, they're short staffed. Not all the restaurants were open. Not all the water park stuff was open. It was just scattered throughout. Like Lazy River wasn't open. The other like Lazy River pool thing with the waves was closed. Typhoon was closed. Cowabunga Burgers was closed. The Rat Place was open. Schooners was closed. There were some slides that were open, some slides that were closed. So you get the point. But anyway, so on all the rides, they kept saying it every cycle. Take everything out, put them in the bins. Take everything out, put it in a locker. Take care of your loose articles. Don't put them in your pocket. Get them out of your pocket. It was constantly every ride cycle on every ride. Didn't matter what it was. Jeremy and I, we rode the what do you call it? Wild thing there. Wild Wheels. Even the guy there was like, hey, put the stuff in your pocket, you know, put it away, make sure and that's just driving a car. They just don't want loose articles flying out anymore. The day's coming. It is coming. It is coming. I am telling you now. It's like the apocalypse of loose articles is on its way. And you can thank the stupid general public for this. All because, you know what I mean? It's coming. I mean, look what Universal did. Now, at least Universal gives you free lockers. Now, Cedar Fair, they're making you pay. That's wrong. If you're forcing me, it's free. End of story. I ain't using it. I'll skip the ride. I don't care. I'm not waiting in a line forever. You know, for me, I have to have my phone on me because of work. And as soon as I walked in the gate today, I had to work. So I can't have my phone not with me. You know, so. Mark my words. The loose article apocalypse is coming. Look, I mean, if it comes to stop riding, why even go? I'm not gonna walk the park. I'm not gonna tease myself. I just not gonna go. Yeah, Steel Vengeance and Twisted Timber. No phones in the lines. Period. End of story. Nope. Matter of fact, one of my pinball buddies just came back from Cedar Point, and he got to ride. What do you call it? Steel Vengeance. And he's like, "Oh, what's the deal with the cell phone policy?" He goes, "I've never seen that before," and I was explaining him the stories of what's been going on, and so he's like, "Oh, that sucks." So yeah, I'm telling you, the loose policy apocalypse is upon us. You know, they're coming to get us. I don't know how many of you have been to Circus in Vegas, but Fright Dome, for the time being, is no more. And there's a reason. There's obviously a good reason. Well, it's not good, but there is a company that puts that on. It's not Circus. The company is called, I have it written here, where is it? Egan Productions. Now, they're the ones that opened the Saw escape room in Vegas, and evidently that's not doing good, so they were trying to get more money out of Fright Dome. They wanted more of the profits. I guess to off-balance the Saw escape room not doing so hot. And it kept going back and forth between the hotel and the Circus and the thing, and they just went, you know what, the hell with you. It's so they cut ties with Egan Productions. They're out, and it could you know, do their own thing down the road. But this year there is no Fright Dome. So if you were planning on going to Fright Dome, this year you're going to be seriously disappointed. There is no Fright Dome, which sucks. Yeah, tell everybody you know. Anybody that's watching this, just share it. I know in the world of social media, people hate sharing stuff. Like, you know, like people always message me on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. "Oh, please share my stuff," and I'll throw the bone and I'll share it. You know, because see, back in the day with the music stuff, see, I didn't have social media to promote my stuff. I literally had to go print out flyers, whether I did it at home or I went to Kinko's or I went to Staples, and I would get giant boxes of flyers, and we would literally drive to places and fly the places up. We would go to concerts of similar music, and we would put them on the, you know, we'd ask the club, and the club would say, "Okay, yeah, you could do it," because you showed that you were promoting the show at their club. So you'd go to the club, and you just keep going to different shows and putting them on the car windows. You know, some people would take them, throw them away. Some people would show up. But in today's world, if you're not famous, nobody gives two craps about you, will not throw you a bone and share. Now, I'm not mad about it. It's just, that's just how it is. I got to try to break that barrier for people to actually share. I'm not trying to be like a whiny little girl and go, "Everybody in this chat, go share the link to the show." If you want to do that, by all means. I don't want to twist your arm and make it sound like I'm begging. That's just the way the world is. And then those that don't help me, I do not help. That's just the way it is. If I see, and I can see when people are sharing things and doing things, and then those people that come to me and want a favor, they're going to get the middle finger. It's just how it works, because the way that the game and people, and because YouTube is so competitive and social media is so competitive, everybody's holding on to their little tiny piece of the pie, and nobody wants to share any. I dealt with it with music. That's why I bailed out of music. There was more to it than that. It was just the nasty side of the business. But there's plenty of room for everybody in the world could become a blogger, and everybody could. I watch so much stuff, and I'm glad, like, you know, like the small YouTuber army hashtag and the small YouTube, that whole small YouTuber movement. I'm glad that it happened, because I found a lot of cool stuff, and a lot of people found me because of it, and they're like, "Oh, this stuff's cool," you know. So I'm glad about that movement, because I've been helping out the small YouTubers. They've been helping out me. So, you know, one hand washes the other. I don't feel that everybody should be hoarding their little piece of the pie. I think everybody should be helping each other. There's plenty of room, because think about it. What if I really wanted to cover something out west? I can't get there, but I know somebody out west, and maybe they have another channel. Maybe I can get them to help cover it for me. Why wouldn't I do that? I don't care. Maybe it's just my mentality. Maybe I just don't care. But yeah, that's just that. So, I'm grateful for every fan that I have, every view that I get, every person that helps out. I appreciate you. I love you guys. And even if you don't, I still love you guys anyway. There's no hatred. So let's move on to the news. So Six Flags Fiesta Texas, we're going to get into what they got. And if you watched the video before the show started, then you know what they got. But there was 4 items that are leaving the park to get their attraction. So there's going to be like a basketball game and some other midway game. But 2 rides are out of there. Their Zaire Wave Swinger and their Huss Top Spin Twister is getting out. Those, so to get this attraction going, hey, what's up, Costa Holly? So to get this attraction at Six Flags Fiesta Texas, these rides are going to be closed for 2019. They're not going to be there. So it's going to be gone. And yeah, we're going to be talking about Copperhead Striker after we get done with the news. Almost over. Can't believe there's only one more item in the news, and then we're going to get into all the goodies, what everybody's here for. I'm excited. And I'm going to do like my little PSA announcement because there's something disappointing that I've been seeing all day, and it's actually pissed me off. And we're going to get into that before we get into the Six Flags stuff. So yeah, keep that in mind if you're going to Six Flags Fiesta Texas. That's what's going on over there. Those rides are leaving. Now, I'm going to get into the Lake Compound stuff. I talk to the park. Every time I see Jerry, I talk to him all the time. And, sometimes we chat for 5 seconds. Sometimes it felt like I was chatting with Jerry for like ever on Sunday. But he was telling me about, the pirate ship is down right now. It's the motor, something's messed up with the motor on the pirate ship. It blew out smoke. They thought it was on fire, but it wasn't. Could be just need a rewiring issue. So they're going to get that fixed. Boulder Dash second train is going on in October. They got the second train all situated, all set. It's going to be coming soon. Now, here's the other thing about like rumors and stuff. This is stuff that is not 100%. There's it all depends on a few things that's going on. So, Lake Compounces has a new approach, and that's why you haven't seen a lot of attractions pulling through. What they want to do is they want to go like every 3 to 4 years. They're going like on a 3-year thing. They have money to buy like a what ride was it? Oh, the Revolution. They have the money to buy that every year. So, but what the park wants to do is instead of just getting something stupid, well, not stupid, but getting something small every year, they want to save that money and get something big every 3 years. That's what they're going to keep. That's what they're going to do. So it looks like 2020 is on deck for the next attraction, and it looks like it's going to be water park, but only if Wipeout can stay reliable. If not, that ride's going away, and they're replacing it, and he has 6 different types of rides that he can fit in that spot. Now, I was like, I know you can't tell me nothing, but he did say that there's 2 rides in particular, because also he said he wish he had the money to remove the pirate ship because that thing's been so unreliable. He wants to put a pendulum ride over there. So at some point, pirate ship's going to leave, and you're probably going to get a pendulum ride. It's not going to be like Harley Quinn size. It'll be a smaller one probably, but the one ride in particular that he was looking into, and it kind of like threw me for a loop because I have never seen one, and I will finally get to see one at Canada's Wonderland. Where is it? What is it called? I have it written down here. Skyhawk. The one that has the wings, and you can make it flip. So when we go to Canada's Wonderland, there's going to be a lot of footage, because I was like actually looking at all the rides. There's some crazy stuff there that I've never seen for a ride in my life, for a flat. I was like, what the hell is this thing? And what the hell's that? And what the hell's that? Like, I was like pumped beyond belief. I was like, I can't believe I get to ride all these cool rides. Most of these rides, if any, were not there when I was there in 1995. A lot of these are all newer stuff. So there's a lot of cool stuff that I get to ride in about 3 weeks. So he has just an issue with picking that ride out because he's talked to the parks that have them. Example, he's talked to Canada's Wonderland. They have an issue where when the people are going like this, the fins crack, and it's a constant break. So he's waiting on the company to alleviate that issue before. And I told Jerry, I said I'm going up there. I said I'll let you know what I think of the ride. He values people's opinions when you tell him what kind of ride. So he valued the. He's like, oh yeah, let me know what you think, because he said he rode the one that's at what do you call it, Mall of America. It's not the exact same thing, but similar. And he's like, oh, I loved it. I thought it was great. So. Yeah, I mean, Jerry, he's a cool guy, and he has in his mind. I mean, that's the thing that I like about him. He'll talk to you about different stuff that he wants to bring in the park. Like, for the longest time, he wanted a spinning mouse coaster. Hey, what's up, Infinite Coasters? Jerry wanted a spinning mouse coaster so bad, and then when it came time, when they got phobia, the parent company said, nah, we need to go bigger. So, it was actually between that and Gale Force. It was those two rides that were in the running to go into the park. So he ended up going with Phobia, and he's like, oh, thank God, because all the problems that Gale Force had. So he goes, I heard it's working better now and all that. But he heard that, we heard about all the troubles. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of cool stuff. Oh yeah. Yeah, when we get into the events, I'll talk about that. So like I said, so that's the Lake Compounces news, rumors and stuff. I don't know about what other rides that are going to go into Lake Compounces at a certain time. I don't know the answer to that yet. I'm gonna work on Jerry a little bit and try to see if because sometimes he lets things slip out, like maybe like an intentional thing. So he said he has to know by like April of next year what they're gonna get. So he's got to figure out if Wipeout's going to be totally reliable. If not, that's going to get replaced, and then the water park thing will get held off, and then they'll, so on and so forth. So that's that whole Lake Compounces thing. All right, so I'm going to talk about the events real quick that are coming up, and then we're gonna talk about Copperhead Striker there. And then, and then we'll get into, the meat and potatoes with Six Flags. So, first of all, speaking of Lake Compounces, and I know we went over this last week. I don't know if I have I have the information. I'm going to go over it again. You don't realize the deal that you are getting by, I mean, some people probably aren't in the haunts and probably don't give a crap. But this is being put on by the park. It's not a coaster enthusiast event. It's not AIDS, Coaster Crew, nothing. This is put on by Lake Compounces and the Haunted Graveyard. You can buy the tickets on the Haunted Graveyard's website, hauntedgraveyard.com. It's if you buy in advance, it's what is it? $60. If you buy it, you can buy it at the door for $65. Now listen to what you're gonna get for $60. This is actually, like, pretty good. You get admission to the park and you get admission to the Haunted Graveyard. So that you start off with that. You also get an unlimited graveyard walkthrough speed pass. You get a free T-shirt. You get the Q&A with the production of Haunted Graveyard. You're going to get free food and drinks. And I talked to... keep telling them Instagram, telling them on Twitter, tell everybody. Go yell out the window. Tell the tree. Say, hey, tree... Tell the leaves to spread the word. Spread the leaves. Go tell a person. Jerry did tell me that the diner that they have there over by the log flume, that's where the food's going to be. They're going to give us food from there. And everybody gets one entry into a drawing for a prop from the Haunted Graveyard. You're also going to get front of the line passes for the Lake Compounces attractions. You're also going to get one free Sky Coaster ride. There's seminars. He was telling me they got the this lady that's going to do airbrushing. They're going to show you how to do airbrushing and makeup. Then they got costume design. They got construction techniques. They're going to actually show you how to make rocks, out of stuff. They got wall panels to show you stone walls, tombstones, monuments, lighting and sound effects, animatronics, the overview of the production, and it takes place from noon to 10 p.m. And if it does rain, there's a rain date of September 30th. So keep that in mind. So I already bought the tickets to go. Myself and Jessica are going. I don't know if Luco's going to go to do it or not. I'm not bringing the kids because the kids are just like, yeah, I'm not going to pay attention. So I'm not going to pay $60 a kid to sit on their phones with their headphones on and not pay attention. I'd beat their ass. Well, not literally. Well, maybe I would. I don't know. So, and AJ just messaged me on Facebook saying Copperhead Striker is going to be sick. It's going to be the best coaster of the year. So that's one. Roller Coasters A. That's that Canada event I was telling you about. I don't know what I did with the flyer, if I even have it anymore. Oh, wait, I think I do. All right, so I'm not going to I was going to give you the quick rundown of this because the deadline is... Where is the deadline? Where is the deadline? Deadline. Registered by mail is September 4th. And register online, I think, is like September 10th or something like that. Not sure. Don't hold me to that. Yeah, register by September 10th. All right, so this is what you're going to get. You're going to get ERT on Behemoth, Backlot, Stunt Coaster, Mindbuster, and Skyhawk. 3 all never-before-done tours. They actually put a video out, so that's pretty cool. And you're going to get breakfast. You're going to get... registration at main gate is going to get Timbits and coffee, which is like a munchkin only from Tim Hortons. You're going to get coffee. Then they're going to have breakfast. Then you're going to get lunch. Then you're going to get Beaver Tails. And then you're going to get ERT at night on Wonderland Mountains, Guardian, Thunder Run, Lumberjack, and then, of course, Leviathan. The amount of money, I think it's like it's showing in Canadian dollars, and I think I paid like $70-something a ticket, something like that. Maybe 80, I don't remember. Yeah, so it's, what do you call it? If you're an ACE member and a season pass holder, it's $67. If you're an ACE member with no pass, it's $107, but that's Canadian, remember that. If you're an ACE guest with a pass, $72 Canadian dollars. ACE guest and no pass is $110 Canadian dollars. So, but if you're not an ACE member and you want to go, you need to find a member that you can register with. I already registered. I registered last night. I finally got off my butt and did it. So that's that. Now there's one last event I'm going to talk about. Riding of the Bull is next weekend, and I don't remember when the date is that it ends. I think it's coming up like this week, or it's up. You'd have to check. But if Riding of the Bull, great adventure. You get 2 hours ERT and El Toro. You're going to get ERT on this, that, the other first rides on Cyborg, blah, 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 blah. You know the drill. All right, so the last event, I promise, last event, it's for the Great Escape. They actually did it last minute, so if you're looking to go, there's a tentative schedule. What date is it? September 22nd. I can't go because we're going to go do the haunts in PA, Penhurst Asylum and Eastern States Penitentiary, so I can't do that, unfortunately. So it's called Ace Your Fear. Tentative schedule is 11 a.m. to noon, ERT in the Comet. Attendees can ace their fear. Noon to 6, enjoy the park. 2 to 3, Oktoberfest meal in the Northwoods Picnic Grove. Chow down on kielbasa, bratwurst. Oh, I thought it said something else. Knockwurst, sauerkraut, German potato salad, and strudel. So the price is $50 for admission, parking, and picnic. If you have a Six Flags season pass, the cost for the picnic is $25. So that's not bad. So you can get all that for $25. $25. Does anybody who faced their fear by riding the comet can enter a contest to win free admission and other prizes? Everyone who faces their fear will receive a certificate recognizing their achievement. See the next page for contest rules. I gotta see what this contest rules. What the hell is this? Are you facing your fear of roller coasters or your fear of heights on our event? Anyone faces their fears on September 20th will receive a certificate proving they did so. So you can get a participation award to get you over your fears. So that's going to be good. Blah, 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 blah. So, in addition, each participant who plans to face their fear has the opportunity to enter a contest explaining why they plan to do so. Just tell us why you want to ace your fear. Participants who enter the contest face their fear will receive a ride exit pass from the park and on the day of the event. In addition, one contest will win admission to the park along with catered meal for themselves and up to 3 people good for the day of the event. Additionally, we hope to provide the winner with video proof that they faced their fear. Contest submissions are due by September 15th. Contestants should also register to attend the event. Yeah, by the end of this weekend, Hornapalooza Breakdown is going to happen. Now, the thing that we decided about Hornapalooza is we're not going to... There's certain haunts that we are going to break down on certain dates. Just because of certain things and certain times we can and can't go and do whatever. Unless it's an event that's part of Hauntapalooza or whatever. We are going to list the things, and a lot of them is going to be last minute. You know, we're gonna kind of do what we did last year, because like one weekend we're doing Salem for the whole weekend, which is Columbus Day weekend. We're gonna be in Salem the whole weekend, do the haunts, go do all the witch stuff and the haunts and all that stuff. So that's gonna happen. So, but I am going to make a video about that probably like Monday and just drop it, and whatever dates that I know for sure that we're doing, then that's what we're gonna do, like that. And then I'm gonna let everybody know. And then other stuff is kind of up in the air, because I know there's a lot of people that want to go and hang out with us at different events, well, not events, but different haunts, and they want to, come hang out and do certain stuff. So that's what they're going to do. All right, so let me pull up the video for Copperhead Strike, because I'm going to watch this, because I didn't really pay attention to the whole thing. Fantasyland might go bankrupt. Well, that would suck, but I heard the place sucks. I haven't been to Fantasyland in like a million. Like, my kids were like little kids. One of my cousins takes their little kids to go, and they're like, it's just something for them to do with it. Like, it kind of sucks. All right, so here we go. Copperhead Striker. Oh, wait, let me edit the audio so I can talk. Not that anybody wants to listen to me talk. All right, here we go. Can you hear me? I don't know, but all right, so let's see what we got going.
Maybe you've heard of the legend of Granny Bird and her prize-winning jam. But I bet you haven't heard her secret.
I probably missed something.
Those who have know the best thing to do is
Run!
and don't stop.
Let's think about that. when you look at Copperhead Striker, what do you guys think about it? Like, honestly, just based off of first looks, your first thoughts. When you watch that, what do you guys think about it? My first thought about Copperhead Striker is it's a launch. I love launch coasters, so that's a plus. I love having the versions on them. It's way too quiet. Okay, let me see if I can rise it up a little bit. I don't know, everything's up pretty high. Maybe I gotta be like up close. Is that better? Like if I'm like really close? Maybe I need to be close. Close. Yeah, don't quit my day job. Alright, so with that being said, yeah, I mean, the ride looks cool. It's first thought. I can't really like get excited about. Yeah, it's definitely not as big as they made it out to be. It doesn't make me want to run and go to Carowinds. I mean, it's not a knock, but it's not like Carowinds is a long way away for me to get excited for something. Like, something's got to be, like, popping off to make me really excited to want to travel far to go. Like, when Fury 325 opened, when I was able to go to the media day, not that I really want to go to the media day, but I was in Tennessee. We stayed longer than we really wanted to, and we did it. And I was intrigued. It's this big, massive ride. I'm like, oh, maybe it's good. Maybe it's not. And then I was like, it sucks. And then I went, and they also had Intimidator open, so we rode that. And then I was just like, yeah, Fury sucks. That's just how I felt. I mean, yeah, well, next time I go there, then, so, it is what it is. We all know for a fact that GP is going to love that ride. I don't think, obviously, we all know it's not anywhere, it doesn't feel, just like John says, I agree, it doesn't feel as big as they were, like, making this whole story out to be. If you think about it, when you have your communications managers in the parks, their job is to sell you on whatever they're selling. So whatever ride, attraction, food, whatever, they're trying to sell it to you. They're trying to get you hyped up so you want to go. I think they kind of might have, like, overhyped it a little bit because, like, I'll be honest, this ride didn't even, like, move the needle. Like, I was legit more excited about Magic Mountain and Great America than I am this. And those are far away from me either. It's not like I'm going to run and go to these parks. Now, potentially I could go to CoasterCon next year and go ride Magic Mountains. Yeah, I mean, well, hey, you know what? I love the Riddler. Like, when they put the new trains on it, that thing brings that up, You know what I'm saying? So, I love the Riddler. I mean, I liked it when it was Mind Eraser. And, I mean, I didn't like the headaches. Yeah, the little thing. I mean, to someone like me on the outside looking in, they're not marketing it to me. I'm far away from them. They're marketing to their locals. I mean, yes, they want the enthusiasts to get hyped up and they want them to buy into it. Now, I'm not saying don't go ride this thing. Whenever I get to Carowinds and that ride's there, you bet your ass I'm gonna go ride that. There's no reason why I wouldn't go ride it. When I go to a park, I'm gonna ride it. You know what I mean? Yeah, they way overhyped. See, my thing, and we talked about this with Canada's Wonderland. I am not a huge fan of dive coasters, only just because it's a one-trick pony. You know what I'm saying? It's a one-trick pony. Once you've ridden a dive coaster in the front seat, the magic, the fear, the excitement is gone. It is gone. You can't do nothing about. You know what I mean? It doesn't come back ever. It's not like, oh my god. You know what I mean? You're like, oh. I've ridden a bunch of different dive coasters. I mean, the first time you ride it, amazing. After that, it's like, eh. It's lost that. It's just a one-trick pony. And I was having a discussion with someone today that I'm not huge into B&M coasters myself because to me they're not very fast. Not all of them, but most of them have flow to air. I'm fat. I don't float. So to me a B&M, and I mean, and that's just personal opinion. I'm not saying B&Ms are crap. I'm just saying I am not a fan of floater air. So anything that just has strictly floater air, I'm like, see you later. I want ejector air. I want cool, like, well, not necessarily inversions, but different elements in a ride. That's why I love Superman. That's why I love Wicked Cyclone. That's why I can go on and on and on and on about all these coasters I love. And when you see the trend, you'll see why. And Cedar Fair, yes, I agree. They had a problem. Whatever they were doing did not work. And the reason why it doesn't work is because of the CEO. CEO came from the Disney background, came from Disney. And he's trying to run it like a Disney in a sense. He's trying to, and I'm just talking about like the price points. Expensive, make money, sell. And you know what? It's not working for Cedar Fair. I mean, Cedar Fair passes and tickets have always been more money than Six Flags. Six Flags took I am giving away the gate price, and people are going to spend money. And right now, that's working. it's working. And if you look at the stocks and you look at the money coming in and the attendance, Six Flags is up and Cedar Fair is down. Yeah, I mean, and Costa Kev, and you're right about that. They're not. They can build. They have over 100 acres. It's in wetlands. Yes, you're going to jump through hoops to build on it. So you're not going to utilize all that because usually when you have wetlands, you have to, one, make sure that you do not change the flow of the way that the water's flowing. So you can't touch that. Two, you have to make sure there's no environmental impact that's going to ruin the environment on it. So you can't change stuff. You got to make sure it's not going to pollute and all that. But regardless, that's not really the main issue. Again, originality. Everything is what's hot. It's the same thing in movies. Same thing in games. Whatever's the hot trend, whatever's the big thing, whatever IP is what's going on, that's the direction that they are going to put their attractions in. So right now, superheroes is hot, you know, especially like Marvel and DC. I mean, not that they've been doing gangbusters, but because of the new movies with Wonder Woman and Batman vs. Superman and Superman, you got Aquaman coming. I heard the Flash movie was postponed. Kind of pulled the plug on a little bit. What's up, BSM? And what's up, Oof? So, if you get what I'm saying, so whatever's popular, and again, it all comes down to those surveys. So when you get the survey and you go, I don't want to be bothered, ping, you throw it in your email trash. Guess what? You just screwed yourself. And the reason why I said you just screwed yourself is because that's where they get the information. That's why you have the Joker. That's why you got the skyscraper. That's why you got the fireball. That's why you got this, that, and the other. It's not they just woke up and went, you're getting a fireball. And you're getting a skyscraper. And you're getting this. And you're getting this. And yes, Six Flags buys in bulk. But the problem is, and even when I talked to Jen and I talked to Kyle, they said that it's because of the surveys. The people go, we want this. It's why does like Six Flags Magic Mountain get that ride and we can't have that same exact ride here? That is why you have clones. The more people that disrupt the clones and go, no, we don't want that. You suggest something else, something original. By the way, Jen has been seeing the comments about launch coasters, so she knows that everybody wants a launch coaster. She goes, I know she's like trying to, it's not like she's trying to come out and say anything. You can take her comment how you want it. She goes, well, maybe one day our time will come. Because I told her two things today when I spoke with her. I said, one, I said, you need the launch coaster. I said, that'll, if you were to get another coaster, I said, get a launch. I said, then you're well-rounded for coaster. You mean, you got your Flawless, you got your Hyper, you got your Joker, you got your SLC, you got your Woody, you got your Hybrid, you got your Boomerangs, whatever. You got a lot of the stuff. So keep that in mind. But I also said, before adding another coaster, there is something else that you need. And I agree. If it's at Magic Mountain, it doesn't matter. But I said, you need a dock ride. I said, you need that before you need anything else. I said, having this ride, and I told her, I said, having Cyborg go indoors, granted, people are pissed that you're getting Cyborg, but think of it there's a way to think about this positive, and we're going to get more into it. So just remember I just said, think about it positive, and I'll get into it when we get to Cyborg. So I said, that's a stepping stone. Now you should be able to get a dock ride. So I left it at that with her about that. So she knows. We were going back and forth most of the day in email, even while I was at the park. I think she was at the office across the street because I didn't see her. I saw Pete for like a split second, but he was with people and I didn't want to bother him. And I didn't see anybody else. I think they're all across the street doing their thing. So. Yeah, it's the Oprah show of pendulum swings. All right, so we went over that, and that. So, okay, let's get into the Six Flags thing. Now this is I want everybody in this chat to really take part in this. It means something to me more than it probably means anything to you guys. I really want to hear opinions instead of just me blabbing and talking out my ass. You know? So, I'm going to run down the list, and we'll just go through each attraction one at a time. I'm not going to play videos. We're just going to talk about them. And then you tell me what you think about the attraction. So, speaking of the swing, this pendulum swing, Six Flags over Georgia is getting Pandemonium. It's going to have a steampunk theme to it. If I read that correctly, I'm going to click it. So it's going to be at a towering 147 feet in the air. It's basically Harley Quinn. It's just going to be called Pandemonium. Basically the same thing. It's going to have a newly imagined steampunk district. Take a stroll in a newly themed screenpunk area, including Pandemonium, dining, and shopping experiences. It's going to do it's the same thing. There's a gallery. You can see stuff. There's things, and more things. So, I mean, we're gonna be talking about these. So, do you think? Obviously, Six Flags Over Georgia had a need, I guess, for one, and they got one, and so didn't Great Adventure, and so didn't who else got one? Let me go backwards. Great Adventure's getting one. Six Flags Over Georgia's getting one. And I want to say Fiesta, Texas is getting the one theme to the Joker. Yeah, Fiesta, Texas. So, obviously, these parks don't have these. So, I love them. Because for those that have been on Harley Quinn, I love the ride. I mean, maybe they shouldn't have called it Harley Quinn Spinsanity. Because it doesn't really spin that much. You know? But I love the ride. It's phenomenal. I could ride that thing all day long. That ride gets me excited. That ride is what, this year, bam, that was smack dab. It was a great addition. All right, so, people like it. All right, so that's good. So the next on the list, Max Force, Six Flags Great America. Now, this one threw me for a loop. Because I think in my prediction, I said either a roller coaster or a water park. And I think I was leaning more towards a water park. Because it's right there by the water park. But this is what New England needs to get. And I told Jen that. I said, I know we can't get the racer, I know we can't get West Coast races. I said, but we need Max Force. I said, you need to somehow get corporate to give you this ride. Whenever it comes up to get a coaster. So I don't know how many people. Obviously, if you watched the video in the beginning, you've seen it. I don't know what you guys think of it. Do you like it? Did you get excited about it? Because I know I did. The others are Six Flags Man. It's not fun rides. Tacoma SLC is a good ride. Ace nerds do not like riding the same thing, different parks on the way to riding every coaster in the world. When you see movies with Harley Quinn, the Max Force looks amazing. Agree, we need this at SFNEOnline. Yeah, I told Jen, I'm like, that's the ride we need. It can be put. I don't know the exact footprint. I don't know. I'm sure you can open up land and make it fit, but the flashback and Goliath areas, you can. If you have to, close up that walkway, whatever you got to do, maybe make a tunnel and people can get through. I don't know what you got to do, but I think that area could withstand having that ride there. It would be I would think that it would be a great addition and another, signature roller coaster. And I told Jen that. I'm like, you need another signature roller coaster. This is the one to do it. So, I'm hoping. I mean, it looks fun. It looks great. I'm all for it. So, there's two Lawson Loops, if you want to call them roller coasters, or you want to call them flat rides, whatever you want to call them. So, Six Flags Over Texas and Luron are getting, one's Chaos at Luron, one's the Lone Star Revolution at Six Flags Over Texas. I'm tired of seeing all these duplicates, I love Harley Quinn, we got one, everybody else should buzz off and not get one. Because think about it. Magic Mountain's got one. We got one. Now over Georgia's got one. Great Adventure's getting one, and Fiesta Texas is getting one. Not to mention whoever else got whatever else. You know what I mean? Like, it's disgusting. It's really disgusting to keep putting them in every park. And again, it's like what I've said before. The problem is the innovation on flat rides sucks. The companies aren't doing enough. I don't know what it's going to take. They need to take, like I said a million times. I'm going to say it a million more. I'm going to say it till I die and until something happens. They need to take the old classics that a lot of us older people, you know, when I was a kid, I'm 40, when I was a kid, I'd go to Rocky Point, or I'd go to Canopy Lake, or I'd go to Lincoln Park, or I'd go to Whalen Park, and they had all these old classic flats. Take a new take on it and do something cool. Start doing some innovation, man. Because if not, this is what happens. Well, not only that's what happens. Again, the surveys cause all these, you know, pendulum rides and loopers and so on and so forth. And look, I'm saying, hey, I want a max force. Again, that's going to cause a clone. Because you know they're not going to give it a custom layout. It is going to be basically out the box. It's going to be whatever Great America had, that's what you're going to get at the chain. If Max Force becomes not a headache, and if Max Force becomes like a hit, guess what? All the parks are going to get them. Or whatever. You get what I'm saying. And that's the problem. Like, if they want to give us, like, another Max Force, make sure that you do something else, you know? You know, so, I don't know. Loss of lagging. Waking up the PC. Rhode Island needs to have an amusement park. They need something. Rhode Island technically has an amusement park, but it's really tiny. It's down at Atlantic Beach. It's called Atlantic Beach Park. They have the original wooden Rocky Point carousel horses. There's a kiddie dragon coaster. There's a few kiddie rides. There's bumper cars, carousel. There might be something else. Can't remember. Great Escape got the tiny one that goes over like Quasi's. That's what they got. Matter of fact, the pendulum ride that they got at Great Escape, I believe, was the one that was at Luna Park. I believe that's what they got. Alright, so next on the block is Great Escape. The Bucket Blasters. It looks like a teacups, shoot 'em, squirty ride kind of thing. They're, you know, doing the Hurricane Harbor. They're adding some stuff. I called it. I said water park. That was what I was going with. That's their bread and butter. They're a tourist town. Summertime, people going up to Lake George to go swimming, boating, whatever. And they want to hit a water park, or that's what they got to do. All right, so around 1 o'clock in the morning last night, Six Flags Magic Mountain, West Coast races. The ride looks cool. West Coast Customs is, I guess, theming, like doing the theming around there and the gift shop stuff. Like the different designs and stuff for the building. So I gotta say, I was impressed with it. It was cool. I don't know how it's gonna be, what it's gonna be. I mean, we know what it's gonna be, but we don't know how good it's gonna be when it hits. But that got me excited. Max Force and this got me excited. So let me ask you, what do you guys think about West Coast Race? Are you excited? Are you not excited? You think it's stupid? You think it's great? I mean, everything that gets put in these parks are going to be a hit with a GP. But on our end, being enthusiasts, we're always trying to find, we're trying to find the El Toros and the Supermans and the Furies and all that stuff. But again, I mean, I was excited for West Coast Races. I thought it was a cool idea, cool concept. Launch, racing, even though they already have a race. So. You know what? It's funny. West Coast Races does not make any sense. Because they have, what do you go, Twisted Colossus or whatever the hell that ride's called. They already have a racing coaster. They already have that. There's no need for them to have two racing. There's no need for it. They just decided to do it. Now the park's going to have 20 coasters, the most in the world. Blah, 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 blah. So, you know. Yeah, I think in the long run it'll be worth checking it out. You know, it's never not worth checking out a ride. You know, you want to go ride the ride, go ride the ride. I don't listen to anybody tell me, oh, that ride sucks, don't go. I'm still going to go. I want the credit, number one. Number two, I want to go to the park. If I ain't never been there, I want to ride it. You know, I'm going to ride it. I don't care. I learned my lesson by listening to people about Cedar Point. People, like I said it before, people hype Cedar Point up to a degree that it was an untouchable park. It was the best thing since sliced bread. There was no better amusement park. Disney wasn't better. Universal wasn't better. Kennywood, nothing was better than Cedar Point. Everybody that I knew talked that thing up, and then within an hour and a half, I'm like, this place ain't nowhere what anybody said. So, rule of thumb, never listen to anybody. You know what I'm saying? Form your own opinion. If I'm here telling you about something, and if I like it, by all means, you can either trust my judgment or tell me to stick my judgment up my butt. You know, but that's what I do. I try to inspire people to go to parks. I try to inspire people to go and have fun. That's all I want to do. So if one of you is to go somewhere that I, because I covered it, I did a vlog or I live streamed from it, and you went, I'm going there because Josh went there. So that's no. Cedar Point is overhyped. I could probably find 10 parks that I think are better. All right, so next on the list, Bugs Bunny Boomtown and Six Flags Mexico. And I believe that they're getting, if I am correct, DC Super Friends, the kid area. I would like to see a DC, but they got too much DC stuff at Six Flags in New England. As much as I want to see it, we got too much DC. You got Gotham City and you got Superman area. Pretty soon the whole park's going to be DC. I mean, I wouldn't put it past New England to put this in there, but you get where I'm going with it. So they're going to get DC Super Friends and Bugs Bunny Boomtown. It's in Spanish. I don't read Spanish. I don't see a what do you call it? A translate thing. So I think you're gonna start seeing parks get the family kiddie rides in there more. I think that's what's gonna happen. And so I think the tide is going to turn, and I think more and more parks are going to start getting down that, and they should, rightfully so. Oh, here's Clorox bleach coming in here to say whatever, what something pig oink, whatever he said. But yeah, so I think it would do the parks justice. Every so often, throw some family rides and kiddie. You know what I mean? Like, New England needs to really. I would love to see Kidsopolis rethemed to DC. Keep Bugs Bunny, and do Kidsopolis DC. They're gonna do it anyway. You can have that whole little corner all DC crap, and but Kidsopolis needs a refresh. I don't know how many of you noticed. The paint is fading. It looks a little beat up. It needs a refresh. What better way to do that than to do that? Yeah, it looks like Darien Lake's going to be flagged, but Frontown City won't. Yeah, I mean, I agree with you too, because whatever they're building has no relevance, because most of us are not going to ever go to Magic Mountain, or maybe we won't go for a long time. So, all right, so what's next on the list that we need to speak on? I know there's more stuff to. All right, so now we're gonna get into. I want to save New England for last because there's a reason why in a moment. All right, so we already talked about Fiesta Texas. We talked about Great Adventure. Now here comes out of left field another 4D clone going to Six Flags Discovery Kingdom, Batman the Ride. There's no need for every park to have a 4D. There's no reason for every park to have a pendulum swing. There's no reason for everybody to have a Looper. There's no reason for every park to have a Sky Screamer. I get it, that's like the new Wave Swinger, but I get it. So, I do know that Discovery Kingdom probably needs coasters. So I guess just to add one and give them one. There you go. I don't know. I don't really. I'm so really honestly. I'm glad that that Six Flags is investing every year and giving parks attractions. I'm very happy and thankful for that. The plan's working. So, but I wish there were more options than what we're getting. All right, so Hurricane Harbor in Concord, California, the Caribbean Cove. So I'm going to click it because I didn't pay attention to that because I'm probably never going to go there, but maybe there's somebody out there in TV land that wants to know about it, so we will. So it says bigger, better, wetter, a myriad of new ways for young children and families to splash and play together. Water play all day with multiple sprays, fountains, jets, geysers for kids and toddlers. Kid size for family fun, the brightly colored play structure immersed in a kid-sized pool. Perfect for wading and splashing in. Tropical twist, the refreshing tropical water play is wonderfully cool and relaxing. Exploring together, young children and their families will have fun exploring various water play gadgets. So it's a whole water play area called, it says kids will love to splash and play in Caribbean Cove, a water play area just for them, featuring a giant wading pool. This fun play structure will keep them entertained and refreshed all day long. And I noticed that parents that have toddlers and little kids, they love taking their kids anywhere that has a splash pad. I hear about that from my cousin. I hear about that on on Facebook and social media. Oh, I want to go there. They get a splash pad and my kid can get wet and be cooled off all day, and do that kind of thing. So I guess it's, you got to throw the families and the kids a bone because as people have kids, and if the kids don't have nothing to do with the parents are going to take them, you're not going to get the money. Now, I'm going to skip this next ride, and then I'll let you know why in a minute. So, what happened, what I didn't think was going to happen, but happened, and I feared what was going to happen with Six Flags America, Apocalypse No More gets a flawless conversion, and now it's called Firebird. Enough said with that. I mean, I didn't get to ride Mantis to Ragaroo for that conversion, so I don't know how it is. I hear it's good. It's better than what it was. Nobody's busting their chicken McNuggets. Even though the way that these coasters are designed, I heard it doesn't fit well, I guess. It doesn't improve the coaster too much. When you take it from a stand-up to a floor, I don't know because I haven't ridden it. I can't give an honest opinion on that. It's just what I'm being told. Now, Darien Lake, I can understand why they're getting one. They don't have one in the state. They're getting a Sky Screamer. They're throwing them the bone with that. I guess that's a good attraction. I didn't realize Darien Lake was as big as it was. When I was watching that video, and I watched it a few times, so, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, now with being flagged and being able to use your pass at Darien Lake, now I'll go up there. Yeah, America is really, getting screwed, bad. I don't know what Six Flags, do they, really, really hate that park? That they're just going, you're getting jacked, you know what, you're not getting nothing good. You just, screw you, you get nothing. I don't understand why that park is hated that much, that all they're doing is getting a retheme and flawless trains, and they're not getting something added. At least, worst case, they should have just kept Apocalypse and added something. The ride count didn't budge. It stayed the same. It sucks. I know. Ooh, I taste bananas. All right, so there's two attraction things. Timber Town, Six Flags Frontier City. They're adding a whole kiddie area thing into it. Again, great idea. I hope it continues. I'm sure New England's going to get one of these things one of these days. And then finally, in Hurricane Harbor and whatever in Mexico, they're getting a King Cobra. Same thing as what Great Adventure has, which means I will not be able to ride it because it has a 200-pound weight limit. I'm not there yet. I'm getting there, but I'm not there. Too fat. Can't ride it. All right. So, Six Flags St. Louis is getting Supergirl. It's a Zamparella in Denver. Now, originally, one of the rumors that I heard was, and I actually had physical documentation showing that we were going to get that. Not Cyborg. I believe at some point last minute that the rides got flip-flopped and switched. Remember when we got the Joker? We weren't supposed to get the Joker. Things happened last minute. So, I really want that ride. I wish I could trade him and go, you can have Cyborg and you're going to give me Supergirl. But that's not what's happening. So, let's get into Six Flags New England. So, everybody knows about Cyborg. Everybody's been doing their thing. So, before I get into this, I have to address something. And I don't care if I piss anybody off what I'm about to say. And you know, it's rant time, baby. It's rant time. All day long. You entitled a-holes. Now, if you're thinking I'm talking to you, then maybe I am. All I've seen all over Facebook, Twitter, social media, everywhere, crying like little bitches. I'm calling it how I see it. I didn't get it. Oh, I wanted the roller coaster. I didn't want that ride. Oh, we're getting Wonder Woman at Great Event, but I wanted a T-Rex. Oh, Six Flags New England, you got the stupid Cyborg, but I wanted a roller coaster. Do you guys even listen? Do you guys listen to what you sound like? You sound like a bunch of dumbasses. Like the ones that complain. If you complain about not getting a roller coaster, you're an idiot. You should just go in front of a mirror right now and slap yourself. I don't care if I lose you as a fan as I say this. You guys are disgusting. Whoever's doing that, you are disgusting. And the reason why I say that is you are not getting a roller coaster every year. I'm not sitting here defending the park. Cyborg is not a ride that we wanted, but it is a ride that we got. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's the thing. Nobody's getting a Triax, and nobody's getting a Skywarp either. Because they're two problem childs, and nobody's getting it. Yeah, people have been complaining, and it is... Yeah, we haven't gotten a coaster here. Well, we've gotten the Joker, we've gotten Superman back, retheme, we've gotten Riddler, new trains. I get it. We haven't gotten like a new big coaster in years, and I get that. I'm not saying not to complain, but it was like full force pitchforks and torches across the board at almost every park. You know what I'm saying? And people like flipping out. See, here's the thing. Most people are coaster enthusiasts, so all they want to hear about is a coaster. If they don't get a coaster or hear one close, they tune right out. And I get that. You tune right out. Me, I'm more than just a coaster enthusiast. I am a theme park, amusement park enthusiast. I love every aspect about it, whether it's the park bench that I can sit on, the food I can eat, the flat ride, maybe a show that's good. You know, and people are just really disgusting. It's part of that whole like rage culture, whatever they're calling it now. Now, like Lugo said, we haven't gotten really like a really good coaster in 10 years, and I get that. And I totally get that. But everybody was crying like an entitled idiot today. Not everybody, but there was so many people. Yeah, the Joker free spin is a coaster we got, but I guess people saying, "Oh hell no, I don't want a sky." Oh, a Skywarp is just a double looper. That's it. It's powered the same way, just about. It's the same ride. I don't want a Skywarp in New England. Take that crap and shove it. I don't want that. If there's one around, I will go ride it, but I do not want it here. You know, so yeah, if you look back, we've gotten a lot of great attractions. I mean, go back to, you know, you can't really consider like, you know, Goliath. I mean, we got Goliath. That thing's a piece of crap. And then, we got Bonsai Pipeline. I enjoyed it when I used to ride it. I just don't want to climb the stairs. I'm fat and lazy. Fireball, Sky Screamer, I love that ride. I love the fact that they rethemed Superman back. I love that we got the Joker. I love the Joker. I love Harley Quinn. Fireball, you're not going to get it. It's going to be hit or miss. We can't have... Yeah, Wicked Cyclone counts as a new coaster. So we've gotten a lot of awesome things even in the last 5 to 10 years. And Wicked Cyclone counts as a new coaster because the track layout changed. It's totally different. It's not the same anything. It's actually considered a different coaster credit when you go to comp credits. But now, getting off of my rant, when I said earlier, think of the positive about having Cyborg. I know it's not the ride you wanted, it's the ride we got. So either you can A, ride it, form an opinion, go, it sucks, I don't want to ride it no more, fine, that's cool, do what you got to do. Or you can enjoy it for what it is. Now, for those... Well, I love Typhoon Water Roller Coaster at Six Flags New England. I think it's great. I love it. So, in any case, well, I mean, if we happen to go to CoasterCon, we can get the West Coast races, Lugo. If we happen to go, we can get that. It's a stepping stone for dock rides, because remember the debacle we had with the Dark Knight roller coaster? That got all screwed up all different kind of which ways. So we're getting a ride back indoors. Now, a lot of people have bitched and complained, saying that the Great Escapes Pandemonium sucks. So, here's the thing. I am going to give you an example that's probably going to piss people off. Harley Quinn makes you nauseous, so I don't expect much from Great Adventure version. The other types of pendulum rides work much better for me. I don't understand how Harley Quinn can make you nauseous, because that doesn't really spin. Yeah, so way back when, the Krypton Collider, it used to be called the Joker's Wild Card, and it used to be housed inside what is now called the Hall of Justice. Then they closed that down. There was bullshit, and then they just went away. It just didn't do it. So now then you have it on the spot of the old Nightwing ride that's gone, and they put it there. The ride just looks funky and out of place. Here's the thing: when the Joker was inside that building, it was awesome. Like, it just made it more intense. It was cool. It had lights. It had music. It was awesome. And then it was gone. So now you have it, and it runs like crap, and it's busted for the air because the motor died on it. So. Now, Pandemonium at Great Escape, people are saying, oh, it's boring, it's this, it's that. Now, here's the same thing. How about Canopy Lake and Funtown Splash Town with the indoor scramblers? Take those two scramblers out of their domes. Those scramblers suck ass. They are horrible. The only reason why they're good is because they have fog, they have lights, they have music, it's enclosed, it's compact, it's in the dark. The same thing is going to happen with Cyborg. It's going to be enclosed, it's going to be... You know what I mean? It's going to be in tight quarters. It's going to have fog and lights and music and stuff. Yeah. But take away Psychodome. Take the dome away and the ride sucks. Take the Hall of Justice away from Cyborg and the ride sucks. Same thing happened when you had the Joker's Wild Card. Take it out of the box and put it outside and it sucks. Thanks. You get what I'm saying? So granted, it's not the ride that we wanted. It came out of left field. I was totally expecting having the Supergirl ride. That's what I was told we were getting. I had the documentation proving that's what we were getting. And then last second, gone. Yeah, but guess what? Take Psycho Dome and take Astrophere out of their buckets there, and it sucks. Just saying. The Cyborg ride is inside. Cyborg, the ride Cyborg is if you want to see what the ride is, it's the same thing that Great Escape got this year, Pandemonium. It's a chance freestyle ride. So, what was the Super Bowl ride again? I don't know. So, yeah, so Cyborg it's the same thing as a Wipeout, only the seats are on the outside. It does the same exact thing. I heard the cycle at Great Escape is horrible, and people, I haven't ridden it. I can't tell you if it's good or it's bad. I'm just going by what I'm told, and I'm going to form my own opinion when I do ride it. Now, I mean, it could be a total crap fest and it just sucks indoors. It totally could. But the whole thing at the end of the day is it's the stepping stone to get a real dark ride. Obviously, it's not going to go in that spot, but I'm sure probably everybody that's in here has been crying about wanting a real dark ride. Get in the car, ride it around, shoot them up, whatever, like Ghost Hunt or Boo Blasters or Toy Story Mania, something. You know what I'm saying? We want a dark ride. We've been wanting that forever. So again, this is the stepping stone. It's not the ride we want, it's the ride we got. You can't make everybody happy, and people take a lot of stuff for granted. And the Pats are playing on Thursday again? What the hell is this? Thursday nights and the stupid Pats are playing. It's like 3 Thursdays in a row or something. So yeah, again, like I said, I mean, the park's seeing all the comments anyway, and they're using that as feedback. And while everybody's bitching and complaining about getting Cyborg, everybody's going, launch coaster, launch coaster, launch coaster, launch coaster. The GP's doing it. The enthusiasts are doing it. Maybe we'll get a launch coaster at some point. So, again, that's what that is. So, I want to know. You know what? Good. I'm glad you said that. I think there is a reason, and I don't know the cost between the two rides. Between the Cyborg and the Supergirl. I don't know what the cost is, but I think there could be a few reasons. One of the reasons that I'm sticking with is think about all the rides that went down at Six Flags New England this year. Goliath, Crime Wave, Kryptonite, Superman's Down to One Train. All that money is eating at a budget, so they're not going to get anything big. They're going to find a way to recoup that money. So you're getting a Cyborg little weird spinning ride. But another thing could be too, maybe they couldn't, where they wanted to originally put Cyborg couldn't be in the spot they wanted to, maybe because maybe they couldn't get permits. They could get a permit to put Supergirl in this spot, but they couldn't get in this spot. There's a lot of red tape in towns and cities and states and stuff. It could be a number of millions of reasons why they swapped. It could have just been like, okay, you were getting Six Flags New England was getting Supergirl and St. Louis was getting Cyborg. Psych, switch. It can happen just like that. I mean, all the signs were showing that Kryptonite was leaving. You know what I mean? Like, it was showing that Kryptonite was, because Kryptonite is not leaving. Jen said to me they have no plans to say goodbye to Kryptonite. It is staying. And I even responded back. I said, I get a kick out of all the similar rides. I know different ride experiences, and I even ran it down. So you got Flashback, you got Goliath, you got Tomahawk, you got Harley Quinn. I said, now you got the Joker, and you got the Cyborg, and I said, you have Skyscreamer, and you got Crime Wave. I said, we got a lot of doubles. I said, I'm glad the ride count is going up and not down. I said, I just wish there was some other different stuff. And I've had this conversation with her every year for the last 3, 4, 5 years. So, take it with a grain of salt, what you will. I don't know what's going to happen in the future. I have no clue. But, again, we were supposed to get Supergirl, and we didn't. I have hopes that we will replace Kryptonite Collider at some point with the Supergirl ride. I don't know if it's going to be Supergirl, maybe Wonder Woman's Lasso of Truth. But I think we will get that. I really wholeheartedly do. All right, so before we get going, this weekend I have no idea what's going on, so I don't think I'm going to any parks. I don't know. I might. I do know that Jessica wants to go to the zoo at some point, and I want to go see Happy Time Murders. So I don't know what we're going to do. Tomorrow I'm going to edit the video that we took today from the park. Me and Jeremy having a little day at the park. And then the following weekend is going to be all Riding on the Bull coverage. The weekend after that is going to be Canada's Wonderland coverage. The weekend after that is going to be is really the start of Hauntapalooza. But Monday, the Supergirl ride is, I don't know if you know what it's a Zamparella Endeavor, but if you don't know what that is, it is a new school enterprise. I don't know if you remember the old Enterprise. What Cedar Point is getting rid of, Witch's Wheel. Only instead of those old cars, there's seats. Like, it's weird. You look at it, but it's basically that. Luna Park has one, obviously, because that's run by Zamparella. So that's what the Supergirl ride is. So there's a lot of coverage coming up. And we're also going to be, remember when I was talking about the Lake Compounces event, because we're going to do that, there will be coverage of that. There's going to be a lot of stuff going on. And if you're not into haunted house stuff, you're going to be probably disappointed. You know, because we're going to be going all over New England. The only place that's like going really out for haunted houses is Pennsylvania. But we're going to be covering a lot of haunted house stuff. It's Halloween time. You'll see stuff from when we go to Salem. You'll see stuff from the haunted houses. I have behind the scenes tours set up. I got filming of messed up haunts set up. Yeah, Dorney has an Enterprise. I love the original Enterprises. I think they're fantastic. I think they're great. And I wish that, you know, if we can't have the original Enterprises, and I love them, get me Zamparella's Endeavor, and I will be happy. I will be happy as pigs on crap. You know, I love that ride. I haven't ridden their version of it, but, you know. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to finalize it. I think Jessica has you know how women are with the calendars and their pocketbooks? I think she has it all written in there, like the dates. Like, there's some that we, like, set in stone dates. Like, what is it, Trail of Terror in Connecticut, the Ace event that's going to be coming up at Six Flags New England for Halloween during Fright Fest, you know, the haunted graveyard thing, the Pennsylvania haunts, and there's going to be some, like, you know, we're going to do like 13th World in Cumberland, and we're going to go do Fright Kingdom. We're going to do some other stuff. So, you know, we're going to, you know, it's just stuff we're going to do. Wish you could ride the one. What? The Enterprise? That one's gone. If you're talking about the Enterprise, that's gone. They got rid of that. The Phobia Coast is in that spot now. So yeah. So you are going to see videos that are going to pop up this week. There's going to be another vlog number 14 for Lake Compounces coming out. You're also, I think, this week and then next week, you're going to get the train POV and Ghost Hunt POV. I thought I did the Zuma cars and I didn't. Yeah, I'm going to be there October 5th. I miss it by a day. I missed that damn parade by a day. That is the day I'm going on the Friday, not Thursday. Damn it, I want to go do the Hocus Pocus parade. Why can't they change it to the 5th? I hope it rains so they can't do it and they have to do it on the 5th. I'm casting a spell on that parade. They're going to do it on the 5th. That's what I want. Yeah, so, yeah. I will be at Canopy on Saturday. I'll have an update on the new Castaway Island water park at Canopy. You doing the boat at Plymouth or wherever it is? What boat? The problem is most flat rides at the parks feel that they are too small to the market. Yeah. So you can't... speaking of that, before we go, Coach Kev says, the problem is most flat rides, the parks feel that they are too small to market. The only way you can market it is if you got a flat package. So example, say you got a tilt-a-whirl, a whip, and a flyers. You can package that together And there you go. You got a flat package. That you can market. You can't go, well, here's a tilt-a-whirl. Because you remember when the old CEO there, Mark Shapiro, was like, yeah, you can't market a tilt-a-whirl. Oh yeah, I've done that one. But the ghost ship down in Mass, I did that one. Oh, the Mayflower boat? I'm not doing the Mayflower boat. There was one down near Boston somewhere that was the ghost ship. I did that last year. It was actually pretty good. I was actually impressed with it. But yeah, the end of September all the way through actually the first weekend in November, you're going to see, obviously, you're still going to see amusement park stuff, theme park stuff. But you're also going to see tons and tons and tons of haunted house stuff. So if the haunted house stuff you don't care about, I am sorry. You know, the Haunted Palooza is actually Jessica came up with the name for Haunted Palooza. That's her thing, but that's what we do. We go to haunts. I love going to haunts because she gets scared. So it is what it is. But anyways, I'm gonna get going. If I happen to bump into anybody somewhere over the weekend, I don't know. Say hi. If not, oh yeah, King Richard Fair's coming up too. Holy spadonkles. So, but yeah, if not, I will see you guys at a park near you. I don't know who's going to Riding in a Bull or Canada Roller Coasters A. I will see you guys somewhere, but we will be back Thursday, same bat time, same bat channel. So I will see you guys next week at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So until then, everybody, have a great weekend. Have the great rest of your week. Have a great holiday on the Monday. And see you soon. Until then, everybody, keep on coasting. Peace out, y'all.